to afford it, get in touch with us because we have funds available. And so the criteria is that first and foremost. And again, there's trust that goes into this, but it's are you struggling to afford counseling? Do you struggle to afford counseling? That can be a lot of people. And so that's criteria number one. Criteria number two is we'll pay for 8 sessions of counseling. So when you come on board, we'll pay for 8 sessions of counseling with the possibility to do more afterwards. But are you willing to go through those 8 sessions of counseling? That's the criteria. Are you willing to kind of see through it? And you can change counselors at any time. So our counseling program, we have a base of Vancouver local counselors, but we also are partnered with the biggest online counseling provider, BetterHelp. Through them, you're able to change counselors and find the best fit for you. And the third one is...
Awesome.
It's still working, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I have an idea for a cool hat design. Do you do that? Can I send you my sketch?
You send a sketch? Yeah. Thanks, Sasha. So this question's come up a couple times. Would love to hear what is your favorite hat. Would love to hear, what's the hat that you would love to wear, or if you have a design for that, sharing that design. What's the fabric, what's the style, what's the fit. Definitely get in touch. Again, contact at WIRTHhats.com to share that information and those ideas. We really always want to hear people's ideas, and our goal again is to be the best hat company we can be.
We will implement those ideas.
And we will implement them.
Probably.
Maybe probably.
If my sketch is good enough.
Probably.
If my idea is good.
No, we will.
Cool.
If you send us an idea, we will implement it. Okay.
That's a good idea.
So Connor says, love Worth Hats team. Keep up the great work. Hanj Doherty, 2020 challenge. 2020 challenge, who are you? I don't know you. Hannah Doherty and Molly Grant. Thanks for joining in, guys. Send us your questions. What do you want to know about Worth, and do you have hat designs? Yeah, send us your ideas. We're here to get to know you guys.
Ideas.
On that note, another question.
On that note, another question
is my company would love to collab with Worth Hats. I'd like to make a hat that has my logo and using a Worth hat. Do you do that? Why are you looking at me?
Hannah wants to know, when does the Worth Legionnaire cap come out?
When does the Worth Legionnaire cap?
Yeah. What's a Legionnaire cap? Let me look that up.
The Legionnaire. When is the Worth Legion?
Legionnaire?
Is that a company? Oh no. Okay, you look that up. I'm going back to the other.
Does it start with an L?
Okay. But yeah, my company would love to collab with Worth Hats. Do you make hats for other companies?
Yeah.
Yes. So we have. That's a Legionnaire cap. Oh, yeah, those are pretty dope.
So for those of you who don't know,
very functional
Legionnaire
cap.
Is that what you're talking about, Hannah?
So, Hannah, we don't have any of those in the roster, but send us an email and let's talk further about that. I'd love to know if that's just a summertime hat, or if you wear that in the winter, or let's talk. It's a very functional hat. Actually, that'd be my dad for fishing. That'd be a great fishing hat too. All right, the wheels are turning.
Hannah said yes. Hannah, you have to send us an email with your favorite color and the length of the neck protector if you want some designs. I would love to design some artwork. Okay?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Molly?
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, yes. Again, send an email, contact at WIRTH Hats.
Great.
So just back to finishing that other.
So want to collab with WIRTH Hats
Want to collab
to
with
produce
WIRTH Hats.
a cap that represents my brand and
Yeah. So we are doing more and more of that, where we'll do a WIRTH hat branded hat, a WIRTH hat.
A
with
branded
your
WIRTH hat.
Branded WIRTH hat. There we go. Thanks, Sash. So if you have a company and you're like, oh, we'd love to make some hats, we can make those hats for you.
support mental health.
And yeah, again, and a portion of every of those hats will go towards our counseling fund. Will go towards our counseling fund. So
So that's actually a cool way to, yeah.
yeah, it'll be, you know, yes, it'll be cost a little bit more going through us than going to just a normal getting it made on yourself probably, but that's because a portion will go to our counseling fund. So, but we can make hats for any brand, and we can do orders up to orders small enough for 50 hats. So we can do, that's kind of the minimum, but we are going to be doing that more and more, and did it recently for Movement 108, which is another partner of ours. And it's been it was a great fun kind of collaboration project we did with them. Get in touch.
So Molly said she would love to design some artwork. And Nick Samp just joined. What's up, Nick?
What's up, Nick? What's up, Nick? I feel like in these things I tend to ramble. So I just get like, I'm like,
Great.
Pull you back.
yeah, pulling back.
When is your, yeah.
Molly just had a really good question. Are you a registered charity?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. So, Molly, we are going through the process now of, for anyone who's gone through that, it's a process to get charitable status. So we are in the process now of going down that route and doing what we need to do to become, so actually having the WIRTH Hats Counseling Fund, turning that into a charity. So that will be the charitable aspect of WIRTH Hats, and that will be where all the money goes, and then we'll be able to give tax receipts on that.
Cool.
Shout out to Margaret, our lawyer, who's helping us get through all that.
Oh,
she's a champion.
Yeah, shout out to Margaret.
Yeah. So Molly, to answer your question, it's like a 6 to 13 month process to get our charitable status. So we're going.
I love how you like, since Ben didn't answer the question, to answer your
Well, I want to make sure.
No, it's good.
Let's circle back.
Yeah, circle back. Answer.
My question
Yeah.
is, when is the official 1-for-1 hat
Coming out. Yeah, so that's the 1-for-1 hat. So if anyone who followed the Indiegogo campaign, we're creating a 1-for-1 hat, which will be coming out in the beginning of December, in time for Christmas. So the 1-for-1 hat is, for every hat you buy, we pay for a counseling session for someone. So every hat purchase, you will also be purchasing a counseling session for someone. And so, again, that will be through BetterHelp, and that'll be coming out at the beginning of December. Ooh, yeah. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's that. So it's a pretty cool, we've talked about this for a long time, and the hat's being designed right now. And we've taken a bit of a different style and design as well. So it won't be the traditional WIRTH logo. It'll be something a little more punch, yet subtlety.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I could wear it.
You could wear it. You can wear anything. You can wear anything. Yeah. It'll be, yeah, I'm excited to see it too.
Good Christmas gift idea.
It's a great Christmas gift idea. Yeah, it is. So if anyone, it's a pretty amazing gift to give. But we'll talk more about that when it's getting closer to coming out. Actually, I was going to also mention, going back to the collab question, that we're doing a collab right now. I forgot to mention them. So Downey Live, who's the biggest YouTube star in my heart and in many's hearts,
Who also followed you guys around for the tandem
who's
tour,
also
right?
who's also with us on our whole journey down the coast for the tandem tour, and
Content.
creating content, and he's just amazing person. We're actually making a hat for him right now too, so that's in the process. We're making a Downey Live hat, which is awesome. I just want to give Downey Live a shout out because if you haven't checked out Downey Live on YouTube, check him out. He's just someone you need to follow. Not should, need. Okay, so I think we have a couple more questions that we'll go through, but we'll probably wrap, like so people know, we're not gonna short and sweet, not long and long.
We won't just ramble.
Because people can watch this afterwards.
It's true. It's true.
Right?
So if you watch it afterwards, feel free to DM your questions.
Yeah, send us a message.
I'll be on the gram.
I'll be on the gram all day.
Because we're also doing some like interactive poll questions.
Yeah, we're doing polls. Yeah, which is another thing we'll.
So keep watching our Instagram because we're going to ask you some questions through. We're going to put up a few polls and ask ask you some questions. You can answer them. You can share with everyone. Just to
it's just it's that big of a surprise. Just so so keep an eye out for that. But really questions that we want to know and we're really curious to get people's answers for. So we're going to have an Instagram poll on several questions, even including like if you, and you can always send us a personal message around it, or we don't have to share it, but it's like who's a counselor that you've gone to that you love, who's a counselor that you went to that really did a lot for you. These are things that we want to know, like more and more. We want to know who are the people that made a difference in your lives around mental health, and again, specifically around counseling. And if these are people that have helped you in ways, there's a good chance they can help others in ways.
I think we were talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
That's probably like one of the hardest steps. Is now you go, okay, how do I find a counselor in Vancouver?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think working with our community to kind of to answer those questions is
for sure. It's been in the events we've done people asking that question, like how do I go about finding a good counselor? And people like the word of mouth is such a powerful way if it's to get the to go to someone that someone else has already gotten value from. So trying again to collect as big a pool as possible, even within Vancouver, and then even ideally. This is vision, grand vision. Wherever we sell our hats, everywhere in the world, we want to create a collection of counselors everywhere in the world. So wherever you are in the world, that we can either connect you with someone online, or we can connect you with someone face to face. That's the grandiose though.
Molly had a really good question.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about sponsoring any group therapy sessions in the future?
Group therapies? No. No. Have you ever thought about sponsoring group therapy? That is cool. We haven't thought about that. Definitely open to that though, for sure. I'd love to tell Molly to, just send an email of like what that could look like.
to contact her.
Yeah, contact at Worth Hats. But we haven't thought about that, but that's a really cool thing. Sasha and I were talking about this too the other day. We're gonna start to do. Actually, I already got confirmation from Anna, who spoke at our Lululemon event in May. We're gonna do a video with a counselor, like a 2.5 minute video with a counselor once a month, kind of for you to see their personality, and for them to kind of just share a bit of wisdom. So that's
so like common questions that are
asked, and just a kind of fun video, but with giving some real value. So for people can kind of start to see, oh, this is a counselor I can connect with, or and after a while we'll start to have a lot of counselors that you can go and see their video and see which one you connect with most. So that's something we're gonna start doing here soon as well. And Anna Richards is going to be the first person we'll do that with. But going back to your question, Molly, yeah, email us, and definitely interested in that. So let's talk. Okay, let's go to our last question that we have here.
Okay. I don't live in Canada. Will you ship to other countries?
I don't live.
Say I don't live in Canada.
Yeah, I don't
ship to my house.
Will you ship to my house? Yeah, we've gotten this question a fair bit. I don't live in Canada, which is where Worth Hats is based. Will you ship to other countries? And the answer is yes. So we've shipped all over the world. We do ship all over the world, and it's pretty amazing to even see that. And this morning we got an order from Australia. So we will ship to wherever you are in the world. And so if you're like, oh, I live in Indonesia and I would love a Worth hat, we can ship to Indonesia.
What about actually providing counseling for people in other countries?
Yeah, so that's too with BetterHelp. That's why we partnered with BetterHelp. It's in the sense that wherever you are in the world, as long as you have, I can straighten my back. As long as you have a computer, you can get counseling, and they offer a variety of different languages, and so that's why it's so powerful to be partnering with them. We want to be able to help. We don't want geography to be a barrier to helping people, and so with BetterHelp, we can help people wherever they are in the world, and we're actually already are doing that. So, there's people that we are supporting their counseling, and they're not based in Canada.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right. Should we leave it there? I think.
So,
yeah, I think so too.
Unless you have any big questions, Chad.
Nope.
All right. Let's again, we'll just finish by saying thank you. And if you saw this and you have a question, just get in touch with us. We want to know people's ideas. We want to hear feedback from people, and we too, again, want to just share our appreciation and thanks. It's been a pretty amazing journey on Worth Hats so far, and it's only the beginning. And again, being in this amazing space at RYU, come join us November 15th for the Tandem Tour Story All for One documentary at the West 4th RYU location.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Thank you.
Link is already in the bio.
Thanks in the bio.
Thanks, everybody.